Live from KTIV, this is SportsFource Extra.
Welcome back, folks, to the final edition of SportsFource Extra of the basketball season. I'm Jason Moeller, and for one more time this year, I'm joined by everyone's favorite Nebraskan, Irvin Doman, and we'll bring you some of the best highlights that you, Siouxland, had to offer.
That's right. It seems like the season has just flown by, but now we are seeing teams survive and advance. Actually, tonight we begin with a ticket being punched.
Yeah, that we do. The Bishop Healing Crusader girls find themselves just one win away from another trip to the state tournament. The only thing standing in their way? Winner set. So, let's head over to O'Gorman Fieldhouse for the Class 4A Region 3 Championship. Jumping right in, Crusaders Juliana Verzal dishes to Brooklyn Stanley, who hits this one, and they lead by 11. Crusaders continue to dominate. Maddie Demke tossed to Melina Snoozy for the corner three, and they now lead by 18. Into the third we go. The Huskies with it. Ashlyn Devine steals the ball, throws down court to Jaya Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer gets the layup to go, but tell you what, the Crusaders, they were handling business tonight. They play a little bit of hot potato here between Stanley to Koob to Kleiss for the deuce, and Bishop Heelan takes the victory 50-21, punching their ticket to the state tournament.
It's a great feeling to go into your season down at the Wells Fargo Arena, but you know we got a great group of kids. They work hard every day, and we're definitely going to go down there and see what we can do.
Speechless, honestly. Third year in a row, we're looking for something good. We want better than what we've had before. We're going for that stateship, and we're playing really well right now, so we're excited to get there. We're excited to be there now.
Last season, the team made it to the state semifinals. Now they have another chance to take it all the way to the championship. Staying in the Metro here, Blair taking on South Sioux City at the Mini Dome. Very start of the game, Blair's Addison Sullivan dishes to Leah Chance. She'll hit the triple, and that gets the scoring started. Later on, Cardinals with it. Brooklyn Heineman. She'll actually steal this pass here, and she'll take this one all the way coast to coast, kissing it off the glass for 2 points. And now the Cardinals lead by 7. Second quarter, Blair's Elena Brown tosses to Garen Kay for the corner three, but they'll still trail by 11, and the Cardinals will soar. Heineman dishes to Abby Aitken for the triple, and South Sioux City goes on to win this one 55-47.
Now over into Sheldon Central Line taking on Western Christian. We're going to get started. Caden Van Rigemorter with it for Western Christian. He'll give it to Uchan Harberts, who gets the scoring started with this triple from downtown, and the place erupts. Lions looking for a response. Matt Elbert finds Corey Cirque for the corner three, and that will cut into the Wolfpack lead. Now the Wolfpack on the break. Van Rigemorter pushing the ball up to Caleb Duma for his own corner three, and it is raining in Sheldon. Closing seconds of the first quarter right here. Reese Vanderzee leading the break. He'll take it himself, muscling through the defenders before kissing it off the glass right there as the seconds tick off. But it would be the Wolfpack who come out on top, 89-60. Now we swing over to Orange City, where Remsen, St. Mary's, and George Little Rock battle in a postseason matchup. It's the Hawks getting it rolling first with a bucket down low from Colin Homan, making an easy bucket right there. Now we're going to keep it rolling. The Mustangs getting to work this time down low. It's going to be Drew Denicus, puts it up, misses. Second chance, no good. Third time for him. It's the charm right there as he gets the hoop and the harm. And the Stangs keep it coming this time. A huge three ball is on its way from Charlie Hamilton as we have a battle up in Orange City. Now we're going to jump into the fourth quarter now. RSM trails by 1, but this three ball right here from Landon Walschmidt puts the Hawks ahead 41-39, and they advance after winning a 42-39 battle. Now same gym, but two different teams, Spirit Lake and West Lyon going at it. We're going to get started with a sick no-look pass down low here from Carson Hoogovan to Easton Jacobson, who finishes at the, I know, I was blown away while recording that. That was crazy.
Cold.
But the Indians, they were looking to get on the attack here. Wesley Walls going all the way to the hole, finishing the tough layup right there. But again, it's going to be the Indians and Walls again attacking, but this time the shot's just a little offline. But Caden Lunt corrals the offensive board, goes right back up with it for 2 points. Now the Wildcats, they're looking to strike back, and Jordan Meyer drives, stops, spins, and floats this one up and in for the deuce as West Lyon wins 65-45.
All right, now let's head on down into Hartley. Unity Christian Emmitsburg in a packed gym. E-Hawks with it here to start off. They work it around to Byron Mena for the corner three, and Emmitsburg's within 1. Knights with it now. They give it to freshman Tice Van Dong, and the freshman drives the lane, stops, turns, and gets the off-balance shot to go. Check out this play here by the E-Hawks. Cale Fank gets a stagger screen here, and then look at this. Late banking hours in Hartley. He hits that one from downtown, and the E-Hawks are in it. But ultimately, it was Unity Christian's night. They go to Jackson Vogel. Big fella kicks to Dylan Bosma for the corner three as the Knights advance with a 57-40 victory. Into South Dakota, more region playoff action. We'll start off in Vermilion. Tangers taking on the Parker Pheasants. We pick things up in the first quarter. Brooke Jetson gets the ball, lets it fly, and that's a clean 3 points, putting the Tangers at 15-8. However, Vermilion's not done yet. It was raining in Vermilion. This time, Casey Hansen from the same spot sinks one right after the first. Tangers up 18-8. But wait, there's more, like Billy Mays. 3-pointers into the first quarter. Hansen with a corner three. Tanagers take the lead, and they take the game 68-34. Stay in South Dakota. Now it's Elk Point Jefferson hosting the Canton Seahawks. We'll start right at the end of the third quarter. Brent Oakland sinks this one, and the Seahawks take a 4-point lead, 27-23, but the Huskies aren't out of this one yet. The two teams fight over this ball. Kara Schmitz gains possession, passes over to Caitlin Van Rokel. Van Rokel gets it to go, and the Huskies are closing the gap. It's now just a 3-point Canton lead with the support from their fans. The Huskies, they don't quit. Schmitz drives the ball down the lane, gives to Van Rokel, gets another 2. That puts the Huskies ahead of the Seahawks, and the Huskies take the win 42-37.
We're in the George LaRock student section, and the SportsFource will be right back. Yeah! Let's go!